If you trust someone to fix your $300,000 Ferrari, you can trust them to grow your multi-million-dollar tech company. Let me explain why. See, before I ever built my first sales funnel, before I ever touched a line of ad copy, before I tested my first email subject line, I was elbow deep in exotic sports cars, the type that most of the people I grew up with would only dream about driving with posters on their wall. But here's what might surprise you. Working on those machines taught me more about marketing than any course, class, or MBA ever could. If you're in B2B tech, I want to share with you 7 reasons why hiring a former exotic sports car mechanic might just be the smartest marketing move you never thought to make. If you don't know who I am, my name is Todd Friedman. I'm the founder of the Ferrari Group, where we partner with B2B tech companies and help them increase revenue and profitability by acquiring new clients and partnerships. Number 1, attention to detail. If there is one thing that exotic sports car mechanics possess, it is attention to detail. Exotic sports cars are not forgiving. You can't eyeball your way through an installation of an engine on a Ferrari. That kind of thinking just doesn't exist. If your torque spec is a little bit off, if the number of degrees that a camshaft is off by just a few degrees, it could spell catastrophe. Or think about even inside the vehicle. If you don't bring that same level of precision inside the vehicle when you're replacing something like a navigation module or a heater module and it's not installed correctly, it could bring serious vibration and random noises at best, and at worst, wiring harness issues. That level of precision lives in me to this day, and it shows up in the marketing services that I provide for my clients. It shows up in the copy that I write. It shows up in the way that I structure my email campaigns. It also shows up in the way that we structure ad campaigns for our clients. There's a level of precision that is needed to get it done right when you're working with B2B tech firms. Just like fine-tuning an engine, the slightest change to a headline or to a call to action can have dramatic effects. Yes, I still think like a technician, but I examine every single step of the buyer's journey like I would inspect every single system in a vehicle before I would deem it safe to drive. When it comes to exotic sports cars, when it comes to marketing, quality control isn't just a nice to have, it's an absolute must. And it's there because it's needed to build trust in the relationship. And trust is everything in cars and in marketing. Number 2, a systems thinking approach. See, a Ferrari isn't just an engine. It's an entire network of electronics, hydraulics, and sensors, and they all rely on each other. So you don't just fix what's broken. You dive in and you find out why is it broken, and you dig through the various systems until you find what the root cause is that was causing the problem in the first place. In marketing, the same logic applies to everything that I do. A company sees a drop in sales. It may not be the salesperson's issue. We could have an awareness issue. Perhaps an image is just not hitting the way it used to. Perhaps messaging needs to be updated and updated swiftly. That's just the way that my brain is wired. As a mechanic, you think in systems and you think in diagnostic trees. Let me give you a perfect example. Every now and again, we would get a car towed into the shop, and all we would know about it is it's cranking, but it's not starting. So we have to start with the very basics. Is the engine getting fuel, and is it getting a spark? If it's not getting one of those, it's not the full-on issue. We have to start backtracking to figure out why is it lacking one of those. So if we're lacking fuel, perhaps it's a bad fuel injector. Perhaps there's a kink in the fuel line. Perhaps there's a regulator that is not working correctly. Maybe the fuel pump is bad. So we have to start at the very front and work our way back until we find the root cause of the problem. And this is the exact kind of mindset that is needed in marketing when you're running multiple different campaigns across 3, 4, 5 different types of platforms, each with their own performance metric and each with their own level of awareness. I don't just look at surface level metrics. I dive into the systems, just like a mechanic tracing an engine failure back to a faulty part somewhere. Number 3, calm under pressure. Back in my days as an exotic sports car mechanic, it was not uncommon to have a vehicle worth $250,000 or more in my bay. When you work on vehicles like that, there is very little margin for error. A single mistake could cost tens of thousands of dollars, or worse, someone's safety and well-being. There were days where we were so under the gun you couldn't even believe it, such as a high-profile client coming in to pick up their vehicle in 30 minutes and we're still working on it, trying to get it wrapped up. That was not uncommon on some days because sometimes parts just don't get to you at the same speed that others do. Dealing with that level of pressure has always taught me to remain calm and be methodical as you work through the issue ahead. And it's the same thing in marketing. In marketing, launches fail, dashboards fail, ads stop running, landing pages have glitches. When everyone scrambles, I don't lose my cool. Instead, I go into fix-it mode. I start looking for what is broken. I start working my way back to try and find what's the root cause, just as we talked about, and we fix the issue. That type of calmness, it builds confidence in leadership. It builds confidence in clients, and it builds confidence in relationships. Number 4, translating complexity into simplicity. When I was working at the shop, there were many times where I would have to take a very complex problem, break it down, and be able to explain it to someone who knew nothing about cars. Think about it like this. We have an ultra high net worth client coming in saying, hey, my Ferrari is pulling to the left. The last thing I'm going to start doing with them is explaining suspension geometry. Or, hey, why is the clutch in my Porsche feel like it's fading? I'm not going to get into a discussion with them about hydraulics. So what do instead? We translate. Now I do the same thing with CEOs and executives at B2B tech firms. I don't bury them in KPIs. We translate what's most important, give them the information that they need to be able to understand exactly what is going on with their company. They don't want jargon. They want clarity and nothing more. In other words, what's broken? How do we fix it? And what will the results be? As a mechanic, I learned to meet people where they were. That empathy and that ability to bridge the gap between the knowledge that I had and the knowledge that they had, it's a core part of how I communicate with clients to this day. In B2B tech, you might have the most brilliant product in the marketplace, but if your messaging is complicated and people don't understand your story, you're going to go nowhere with your sales. That's why one of the greatest strengths I learned as a mechanic was taking the complicated and being able to translate it into the simple. Number 5, technical curiosity equals growth obsession. As a mechanic and all throughout my life, I've always been naturally wired to want to learn and grow and up-level my skills. And in the fast-moving world of B2B tech, that's a killer skill set to have. I'll never forget the first time I ever removed an engine from a Porsche 911. My boss gave me the service manual to take home with me the night before so I could get studied up and find out exactly how to do it by the factory standards that would help me to be able to get the job done in the least amount of time possible. I'll also never forget the first time I had to diagnose an issue with a Bosch Jetronic mechanical fuel injection system. I had to bring a book home, read all about the system, learn the ins and outs and how to diagnose it properly so that when I came in the shop the next day, I had all the tools and all the knowledge ready to be able to get to the root cause of what was causing the vehicle its challenges. That same curiosity now shows up in my marketing life. I like to read about algorithm updates, test new platform features, study audience behaviors. One of the most interesting things I find in marketing these days is how many so-called gurus will tell you to just take their system and copy and paste it into your business to get the same results. Growth doesn't happen when you copy other people. Growth happens when you take ideas, break them, rebuild them into something newer and more exciting. See, mechanics, we don't assume. We verify. We test, we listen, we adjust. That's exactly how, as a marketer, I treat the campaigns that I create. You can't grow anything if you're not curious. So the edge that I bring is I always want to be looking underneath the hood, whether it's a marketing campaign, a Porsche 911, whatever it might be. As a marketer, I'm always asking different questions. Why didn't this convert to the level that we thought it would? What would happen if we changed this call to action around? What if we flipped the sequence and started with the third message and then went to the first message? This is how mechanics think, and this is how growth marketers win for their clients. Number 6, grit, grind, and the work ethic edge. The same hardworking character and resilience that I forged in the garage is the same type of mindset that I bring to the boardroom. One of the biggest lessons that I learned as a mechanic is that there are no shortcuts. When it comes to pulling an engine out of a Lamborghini, there's no shortcuts that you can take. There's no way to skip the hard part and get to the easy part. It just doesn't exist. You've got to do it the right way, or else the job doesn't get done. I've worked the 14-hour shifts. I've worked on the weekends. I've worked on holidays, all because a deadline is a deadline. And I bring that same work ethic and that same mindset into marketing for B2B tech companies. Look, let's be real here. Marketing isn't all about creativity and ideas. It's spreadsheets, it's algorithm, and believe me, there's plenty of boring work going on behind the scenes. It's a grind, and I'm not afraid of that. If anything, I'm built for it. You need the big thinkers, but you also need those people that can execute, revise, and push through. I bring that blue-collar ethic into white-collar problems. I show up, I figure it out, I don't flake out when it gets hard, and we get the job done. In the garage, the right diagnostics and the right results mattered over talk. It's the same thing in marketing. Outcomes over opinions. Being an exotic sports car mechanic taught me to outwork everyone else in the room and be able to do it without the spotlight on me. And number 7, the most important one, mechanics are natural problem solvers. Think about it. A mechanic is paid to solve a problem every single time they bring a vehicle into their bay. When a worried customer would bring their beloved Porsche into the shop because it wasn't running properly or it was making a weird noise on the highway, we had to jump right into the job and figure it out. I didn't always have a clear roadmap on what to look for first or how to start diagnosing it properly. All we had sometimes were just questions, clues, hypotheses, and tests, just like in marketing. That analytical mindset, that doggedness, that pattern recognition, that was my superpower. When a campaign underperforms or a strategy doesn't work, I don't point fingers. Nope, I dive in, I find where the fault is, and I fix it. I think like a technician, I act like a strategist, and I move like a problem solver. So if you're the founder or CEO of a B2B tech company and you want a marketer who can actually solve challenges, maybe don't look for the MBA. Maybe look for someone like me, a mechanic. I used to fine-tune machines that would hit 200 miles an hour. Now, I fine-tune campaigns that drive serious growth. Mechanics don't just fix things, we build machines that move. And in today's fast-paced B2B tech world, that's exactly what you need.